Alright, let's go into game. Finally, we're about to start. Or we are starting. In the bottom right, we have our blue Protoss player. It is Max Angel Astrea. And in the top left, our red Zerg player, the god of scariness. It is Dark. Go. Starting with a pylon on the low ground here, going for a low ground wall. Astrea that is, seems to be going for a Nexus first. I love this. I'm gonna get a Nexus into Gateway, most likely. Not gonna be a Forge. Been a while since I've been seeing Forge first fast expand. Forge fast expand. FFE, as it was called in Wings of Liberty. We had that build. So it's been a while. There we go, Gateway Expand. It is, of course, from Astrea. Yeah, he should be in a nice lead here with the opening from Dark. I mean, as Dark, what you can do, for example, to counter this play from Protoss players, you can just go into 3 hatchery before pool. What you should do is you should already get a little bit earlier into gas. So you can immediately throw up speed after you make pull with 3 hatches before pull. But you can like delay an overload then, and all kind of interesting situations there. Okay, double gate, cybernetics core on the way here. And the overload should now arrive to see, well, something's a little bit off here. Why is there a second gate? Why is your core not done yet? And or almost done, and why is the Nexus already finished? So he scouts, hey, is Nexus first? And basically should know all the timing issues here. And he knows I'm a little bit behind now. Gotta go still into speed here, which is a little bit interesting. Could have cancelled that and gone for an evolution chamber, go for +1 for example. If we would have wanted to go into roaches for example. But yeah, an overload score only enables you so much, to be honest. Ling is gonna pressure the probe here, see if we can find any damage, but the 2 adepts are gonna save the one. And this pylon, gonna wait, see what tech it's gonna have attached to it, just a little bit. Trying to get this other Ling here, which is gonna get away for now. And third base for Dark is coming up. Still waiting to see what the tech is gonna be here from our Protoss player, but at this point I kind of expect a Twilight Castle, what the fuck? A Twilight Council. Wait. Oh, I was looking at Dark's gas. Example for a second here. I was like looking at Astrea's gas, and then I was looking at Dark's gas afterwards, and I was like, oh wait, where did the 100 gas go? So yeah, there we go. Twilight Council, of course it is. And the third base very fast here as well. So we have like 2 gates, right? 2 gates, third base on the way, Twilight Council almost finished. Looks like it's gonna be Blink from the gas count. If this is a fleshed out build. Should be Blink here. Could be charged though, but... there we go. Okay. Completely deciding into a different direction here. Starting Blink there for a hot second, cancelling the thing. I love these 2 shield batteries on the high ground, by the way. Going into a Dark Shrine. Alright, and a lot of shield batteries actually, so he's very afraid that Dark might go into some high pressure builds here, and yeah, I think he has a good read on the situation. The Roach run is done, there is no further tech, we have a lot of Roach Ravager, Ling coming up here, and there's no drones at the third base. Yeah, considering this, the DTs might be genius. There's nothing here on the third. There's no tech, there is no detection against DTs, even defensively. You can like warp in 3 DTs and then go, I mean he only has 2 gates, but yeah. And then go like super offensive with like 1 of them or 2 and clear up the rest, clear a house basically with the other one. And once this is done, it should be just off cooldown here. And we're gonna see 2 DTs warped in here defensively. There we go, and they're just gonna clear out basically the whole attack. You should just go for them. Don't go for the links. You should just go for the Ravages. Yeah. Clear those Ravages. There we go. Gonna try some random biles to snipe the DTs, but Dark immediately throws up a lair here. And I love these DTs. Perfect response here. And he kept his prop alive. Prop's alive. He's gonna go into a Forge now, which I love. Also a Robo Bay here. Go into open up any AoE path. Colossi or Disruptor. And he's not even gonna go commit with the DTs, he's gonna stay at home. These probes need to evacuate a little bit here into a Nuck, where all the shield batteries are gonna find their target. Just 3 adepts for now are gonna be the pressuring force here. Of course, like having a DT basically offensively would have been the dream here for Astrea, but it's not gonna happen. And Dark can kind of drone up for now. And he has the, of course, anti-DT defenses here already in or in position. Gonna get a Spire now, which is a smart move. I think. Did we get Blink? Yes, so we have Blink, which is gonna be crucial here for the anti-Spire defense or anti-muted defense. I think this is probably the best move Dark has right now, after his failed all in, and yeah. Also, I wouldn't mind him going for into Infestors. Going into Neural Parasite, trying to neural any Archons, lock these Stalkers in place, so they can't blink anymore. But honestly, yeah, I think the Spire, it's too slow. So we're just gonna see a huge, massive blink attack, and I don't think Dark can hold this actually. He only has links, he has no upgrades on these links if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna see +1 here in a second. And yeah, it's gonna make these links melt. We have 1 Archon in the mix as well, which is just gonna stand behind these Stalkers, gonna shoot at those links and gonna melt those as well. Even more, and well, Astrea is not even gonna commit. He's in such a good position right now. Even if like committing him, I kind of wanted him to commit and just kill 1 base with +1. Now he's just gonna go for second Forge, gonna get his +2 attack, gonna go into charge, go into the double Robo, and we're gonna see most likely some Colossus. As we see so many links here from Dark, and the composition of course has been scouted. Well, Colossus are not gonna shoot up though, and these Mutas are here. They're not on the way, no, they are here, so you need to defend now. And if he would have known, oh, there's so many Mutas in production, he would have just gone in. Basically sniped the base. Now he needs to deal with the economic damage and need to chase out these Mutas. Gonna be a lot of dead props. Yeah, this is a lot of time for Dark. Wow, he's actually going full ham on Mutas. And I don't hate it. I like it. There's no Stargates, there's no Phoenixes, there's no potential to go into Phoenixes right now. We see some counter damage here. The Prism is gonna find some probes on the other side of the map. There's also a DT in the mix. But already an Overseer in position, and well, you're reinforcing Mutas. They're just gonna put a timer on this one. It's gonna get recalled. Is it gonna go out though? No! Sniped. +1 is almost done here for Mutas, and now all of a sudden, I love Dark's position. I think even if he might not win a straight up fight against tons of Stalkers and Archons, he has so many Mutalisks, he's just gonna keep on killing the economy here. And he can already trade against Stalkers. I mean, it's gonna be soon +2 Stalkers, which you kind of don't really want to fight head on with Mutalisks for now. But yeah, it's gonna be +1 Mutas as well. They can still fight if they need to. Still, I love it. 2 extra Stargates here. Gonna go into double Stargate Phoenix production after he saw there's so many Mutas being committed to. And he's gonna have the better ground force here. I love this transition here from Astrea, and yeah, just going into like 5 to 7 Phoenix should be enough here to push off all these Mutas. Going with speed, range of course. Fleet beacon on the way, +1 even. And yeah, it's gonna be lovely. Maybe even going up to 10 Phoenix would be worth it. He needs to sacrifice something though. May it be probes, may it be a couple Stalkers, a couple Zealots. Something needs to go and die and open up supply. He even warps in more Stalkers right now, so he's limited to 2 Phoenix right now, and I don't love this. You need more Phoenixes to do something against all of these Stalkers. He's gonna lose some, Mutas. He's gonna lose some of these Stalkers now. Dark has been trading wherever there is no Archon in sight. He has been just going in. A little bit ambitious here, I want to say though. But if he could get a Colossi, that would have been amazing. There needs to be an Archon with this army though, Astrea. If you don't want to, like, you can make Archons, you have one. If you don't want to just lose your Stalkers to Mutas going in, getting an Archon in the mix, that's the key. The Phoenix production has been very sloppy though, it's been very inconsistent, and this allows Dark to have a huge freedom with his Mutalisks. Let's see if he can find these Mutas with the army, but it doesn't seem that Dark is gonna give him the fight. He can just keep running around. There's a couple cannons now in this position, which I like, but they're just time buying machines basically. And Dark is already prepping the transition into Infestation Pit, going into Hive. Most likely we're gonna see some Lurkers, going back to some ground production. He also could go into Greater Spire, but now he's gonna see the Phoenixes. They don't have range yet. It's gonna take a few more seconds, and you want to not lose your Phoenix before you have the range here. Once they have range, they're so strong against those Mutalisks. They're gonna just put a time on this. Don't run in though. You're down to 5 Phoenix now, 7 Phoenix. Don't lose your Phoenix, mate. And yeah, Dark is playing this as well as he can. He had so many Mutas lost though, and you need to see... What? He's making 23 more Mutalisks. It's not even corrupted, it's muted. Okay, so this might be where Dark is gonna just break apart, because he just cannot contest the ground army, and there is +1 Phoenixes with range, and there's like 7-9 Phoenixes soon against this muted force, and Dark can't even fight this army head on. He's just gonna die here. And there we go, GG. I mean, the late transition there into Phoenixes was really key here, but Dark, he had the Infestation Pit. I don't know why, after moving in and losing so many Mutas, why he tried to commit to more Mutas even. Of course, this was all after a failed all-in, basically, from him, so... Still though, he had like 30 some odd Mutas there. There was a lot of Mutalisks. He kind of messed that one up. It felt like keeping those alive, just running around the bases poking. And getting into a transition, you need something like Lurkers though. You need Lurker, Hydra, Bane maybe, and get some upgrades on your ground stuff. I mean, he was going full mutacommittal with everything on air. Even like getting to Brood Lords would have been nice. You know? have like Broodlords against the ground force, but then again, it's so many Blink Stalkers, you need something with those broods supporting them. May it be spellcasters. Like, okay, so imagine this. He has the Infestation Pit, right? Going to Hive, he can make Vipers. Vipers with parasitic bombs. Maybe that's an option against the Phoenixes, or just Fungals. Get Burrow, get some Infestors, get Fungals out on the map. Still then, he cannot win the fight against the army though. I don't know, like literally him after the first big Muta flock commitment, transitioning into something else, I think that would have been key there. And yeah, he never really attempted to go that way. Oops, wrong score. There we go, and enabled the win for Astrea in the top left here. And the bottom right we have Dark. Down 1-0. Can he bring it back? Actually, Astrea has been playing very strong there. Everything going right for him in the last game. No Nexus first this time. Mixing that up here. Well, Dark is trying to be sneaky here. Going for his actual natural. Waiting, of course, until the timing is done here. And he's gonna skip the spawning pool for a little bit. He's gonna go and block the natural of Astrea. So it's gonna be messy Dark. See, there we go. Hatchery is gonna come in. Oh my god, he was too slow. What is he gonna do now? He was too slow. I don't think I've ever seen that one. He's just gonna go into a late pool now. Oh, that's really good for Astrea. So everything's late from Dark. His hatch is late, his pools, everything's late. He just has a gas over at Astrea's base, that's everything. Let's see if he lets it finish. But yeah, as Astrea, you can just go commit to your low ground gases. And get extra gas there. Oh, that's it. That's what you got, Dark. He got... Wow, man. Okay, he's gonna go for a quick third base, which I don't hate. But yeah, like literally, if you go for the quick third, cancel that gas, keep that 25 extra minerals and go for a little bit quicker third. Like, push the edge there, you know? Don't push the gas steal. Which doesn't really matter too much. I mean, Astrea needs to get extra geysers here now. At least one. Because Nexus is about to finish. And yeah, he's not gonna do that though. So his gas income is significantly slower. And it feels like he hasn't really adjusted to that. Not sure what his thoughts are here. I mean, at this point usually as Protoss you have some excess gas. And you're about to saturate your gases fully, right? Maybe you go 2-2. If you want to push your mineral income a little bit more. And seems like Astrea is just gonna go with a good old... Well, this could be Stalkers, could be... sorry, not Stalkers, could be Adepts or Zealot Stalker. 3 gate. 4 gate? 3 gate, right? So we have 3 gates. A little bit scattered around the map. One in the wall, one in the main, a little bit off-centered, so the gas does not see. And the one further forward in the middle of the map, basically. And yeah, he can go for Adepts, he can go for... Doesn't really have the gas to go for too many Stalkers there. But he could go for Stalker Zealot mix. If Dark sees this though, this could be huge deny. If he finds these 2 buildings here... and kills the pylon. Oh, he's not gonna see it though. The Hive class is under attack here. Stalker is poking at that gas. And the door is wide open there. Actually, just running in Dark. He could even maybe defend his gas there. Gonna kill the Stalker. No, Stalker is gonna be defended. Oh yeah, he's gonna delay the kill on the gas and he's gonna get some probes for his trouble. That's a really, really good run by with the Lynx. Maybe he can actually get the Stalker. Oh, this is so close, but I think, yes, he's gonna get it. Wow, that was amazing for Dark here. On the other side, we finally have 5 Adepts inside the main base of Dark. Now we need some extra Lynx here. Don't fight with the drones if you don't have to. You can pull them back, man. You're just gonna lose an echo here. Gonna get a recall though, and all of these Adepts have been pushed out. And yeah, so far this has been Christmas for Dark, but as we see, it's 26 probes to 40 drones. 20 drones to 40 probes. And Dark made tons and tons of Lynx. He's scouting for the proxy, which he hasn't found yet. And this is one of the only spots he hasn't looked yet. He has tons of Lynx, but he can't really do anything with those. Except for denying a third. He's gonna find this proxy and just gonna finish it. Okay, so I don't hate it at this point from Dark. He has a lot of bases. And Astrea is so low on map control that he cannot take a third right now. There's too many Lynx. He could even just try and run against these Stalkers, but yeah, quick warp in, sentry behind, he's gonna keep this safe. Dark is still very drone light though. He's making tons and tons and tons of drones, but there we go. 2 Adepts coming in, all the Lynx at the front right now. Trying to deny the third from the Protoss, but this is gonna get some probes killed. Oh, drones killed, sorry. There's some good damage though on the Prism there. Prism needs to be very defensive and... Oh, Adepts are not gonna commit to the safe shade here. Gonna try and see if we can snag a couple more drones. This is gonna be a little bit messy. Let's see if... Well, these Adepts are gonna get picked off. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, one is gonna die and the Warp Prism is at 1 HP, which honestly I don't hate for Dark. But now you need to move out, you need to move out, you need to deny the third. This is key. He needs to deny this third now. Because he has so many Lynx, he needs to get something. He needs to get some value out of these. Either deny the third or reset the army, but this is not really an army you want to trade at this point already. It's too many Zealots. So yeah. Unfortunate. And well done here by Astrea, only using a couple of Adepts and a Warp Prism to pull back the whole army there from Dark. And we're gonna see... Okay, this might be mind gaming yourself. I mean, Dark is gonna go actually into his Spire. Let's see if Astrea did saw a Spire. He saw roaches. So he sees a roach warren and his response is double Stargate Phoenix. He's not gonna get +1. Because he wants this to be hidden. So he's not gonna show an upgrade on his cybernetics core. And denying this overseer is kind of key here to keep this hidden further, and it's gonna get it. Well done. So if Dark actually commits to any air units from this Spire, this blind counter, preemptive blind counter, Phoenix Immortal style is gonna be insanely powerful here from Astrea. Well, so far Dark is just going Ling upgrades, he's going a lot of roaches. He's at 70 drones at this point. He's just building more and more roaches. We have roach speed. We're gonna get some Ravagers. I wouldn't mind a Baneling Nest at this point, to be honest. I mean, you have a Spire, okay, cool, you're not making anything out of it. Get a Bane Nest. Go. Get Baneling speed. Link Roach Ravager is not gonna be the composition you really want to trade too long with. Maybe he still feels a little bit too far behind to commit to anything else, but... Okay, so there's one issue which I see. For Dark defensively, he doesn't really have anything to defend his Overlords, okay? And we have 7 Overlords and we only have 190 supply. That's a little bit... Yeah, there we go. Bane Nest. Finally. That's what I wanted to see. That's a good call. He didn't see these, but honestly, they're not gonna be that impactful in the fight. And the fight is happening now. So he needs to lift a lot of things, and he needs to show his cards. But still, all these links are just gonna crack everything open. These phoenixes, they're not doing anything. Yeah, you can kill off the Ravagers. They're even gonna get sniped there. Some of those by Ravagers, but everything else is falling to the links. As you can see, these probes trying to transfer back into safety, but they're all gonna get snagged and tagged by the links there. And finally, the door is open, the third base is fallen. These phoenixes, they're trying to lift any value unit. But links, that's a 25 mineral, low value unit. With +1, they are eating those probes for breakfast right now. And it's just links coming in reinforcement. There we go. Gonna clear out make the wall a little bit more open, and yeah, GG. There we go. That was definitely a huge misread here from Astrea. Expecting Dark to go into the Spire and committing to Spire units, which halfway happened. The Spire was committed to, but nothing was made out of it. Not even a single Mutalisk, not even a single Corruptor, no upgrade, nothing. It was just sitting there. And it wasn't even scouted. It's like the weirdest thing. Max Pax already won against Gumiho. We don't have a Terran. Go. Yeah, beautiful play here by Dark. Alright then, gonna take this time here. If you're watching this on YouTube, please consider hitting the subscribe button and give it a like if you like the content. Let's head into our third map between Astrea and Dark on hard lead. Hardest of leads. Astrea definitely blew a lead in the last game here. Spawning in the bottom right of the map. And top left, it is our red player Zerg. Sorry, red player Dark. Zerg player, you know. Going for a proxy, it seems. And that's an interesting position. Let's see where he actually goes with this. This might be a frontal push on hatchery tech. Spines, queens, the good stuff. I'm assuming no gas. Maybe he's just gonna go for block. He's gonna show a drone at front. And we're gonna see. Scouts the entrance, but yeah, this is gonna be a frontal bust. And this drone actually also can just go across the map and make a spine crawler there. He has a lot of options with this. We're gonna get a gas now and pool, seems. So no third hatchery. It's gonna show the drone maybe. Let's see though. Astrea still doesn't know. There's no third, there's no natural, there's no where's your base. What he's thinking right now. And he's gonna go for a cybernetic score before Nexus before Cybercore now finds the base. Gonna go for the Cybercore. Let's see. Are we gonna get an immediate second gate here? He could pull probes, but it's very far out there actually. And we're gonna get one more drone going across the map. Okay, what are you doing, drone? Okay, it seems like it's just rallied to the front to make some spine crawlers here. I mean, not some, but there are a few more coming in, right? So there we go. 3 spines, it seems. Links are gonna be produced, queen on the way, and there's a zealot, so you kind of need to wait for a little support. Maybe wait until the creep is outside of the zealot vision. And well, you were in vision there, fortunately. And tank some damage with the drone, and then just gonna make the building. Smart move. Oh, he needs to cancel one though. Oh, this one's gonna get cancelled. Yeah, there we go. And actually loses the drone. Very well done, yes. Very well done by Astrea. It's gonna lose a zealot though. And oh, losing the adept would have been very bad, but he manages to get that one home. So we've got 2 adepts at home. Got no extra gateway. So only 2 adepts here and 1 gate production. And there we go, Baneling Nest. Boom, Dark, the smart man. So do you think as Astrea, hey, I have a lot of time, I have cannons, I can, you know, push this back. But actually, cannons are not that good against Bane busts. You just bust the friggin' pylon. As you can see, there's 1 pylon powered, by Artosis. And Dark might be just happy with the 9 attack here. Oh, if he would have gotten this, if he would have had all 3, right? We might have stopped the warp gate actually. Oh, Queen, don't do it. Okay. We're gonna go into a lair? What's the plan? Is this gonna be a Nidus? This could be a Nidus. Make a Nidus here, or at home. That was a cool move. Sniping that one. Which you saw with the cannon, of course. Vision range over there. And Astrea is just playing cannon defense. Okay, we see 4 Banes, which is kind of strange. This could be Overlord drops. Just dropping, elevating up into the main base. Showing a Bane here is a little bit weird to me though. Maybe he just doesn't care. But yeah, you can basically clear this base. And with links, just dropping links. 3 drop lots. Oh, don't lose, no. This is unnecessary, Dark. This is unnecessary. This is unnecessary, as I was saying. I know you're microing your slow overlords right now, but that was unnecessary. You kind of want to keep the front locked down tight. And Astrea has no idea. He's just building buildings and thinking he's safe behind all of these cannons at the natural. And in the end he's gonna be at 1 base. And he's gonna lose all of his tech. Oh my god, if that Bane connects! Oh! He doesn't. We still have a lot of Banes here. He can't really do anything Astrea out of this. Save the space. There's so many units in position here. He's gonna try to evacuate to the low ground basically. And yeah, what Dark can do now is basically do Baneling drops. There we go, double Stargate. That's what I wanted to see. I think Dark has this in his pocket. If he plays this smart, there's still tons of probes, but tons of probes stacked to each other. Just gonna slowly move his overlord down here. This is kind of cool. This is kind of cool if this works. The slow overlord drop. Oh my god. I mean, he sees this coming, you know, miles away. He puts back. He only has a sentry down here. But he scouts the void rays, of course. Why wouldn't he commit? Now he's gonna come in. Now from all sides, there you go. Just kill the probes. And you're golden here. It's Dark. 5 go down, 9 go down. We need a little bit more. That was not the connections you were looking for. Still too many probes here from our Protoss player. We need some more damage. If we're Dark. I love the idea, but the execution was actually a little bit lacking, and now we have a couple of Void Rays. He's gonna retake his main base, he can clear out the front. These drones need to be rallied home. Thank you. And yeah, he's just gonna lose this forward, and we don't really have enough queens, do we? I think he lost the only queen we have. No, he has one queen. Oh, he dropped the queen with a slow overlord into the main base. That's so freaking amazing, but it's not gonna happen. This is gonna delay this push though, the void race. Yeah, he needed definitely more damage there with the banelings. See, there's so many 1 HP drones workers. If he kills all of these as well. Then he's golden. Now he needs to take care of 2 void rays coming his way. He only has, what, 2, 3 queens here. Move that 1 queen down, please. Do we have a spore crawler? It's not finished in this position yet. You need more. You need more here, Dark. This is maybe a little bit too much. You need more. Gotta lose 1 queen here. Oh! Almost a slip up here from Astrea. And it should be just enough. Push this back. Yeah, the 3rd queen was key here. We'll go into Hydralisk then. I don't hate it. You should still use this one. He's actually using it for production. Drones rallying back home. Like it. There we go. Double spore in the main base. He's very concerned about his main base. There's a couple oracles, actually 3 coming in here in a second. And they will find drone damage. There are too many oracles. He might just kill all of them, or 3, or 1, or 2, or whatever, but he's gonna lose. There we go, 7 more drones. A lot of drones. And yep, there we go. Okay, full on mess game. We're gonna see a hidden base in the bottom left for Dark. At this point we're looking at 3 void rays and 3 oracles. It's gonna take care of this forward. Clear some overlords. We still have a dropper lord. We shouldn't forget about this one. This is a nice peaceful sighting here for a second only. And we're gonna get burrow. Okay. Okay, Dark. Let's get burrow. And on Astrea's side, we're just gonna go into double robo robotic spay. This should end up being a Colossus composition with no Twilight tech for now. And maybe just a frontal push assault. I'm gonna have more robos than gates almost. Gonna be 4 gates and 2 robos. And 2 stargates. It's like the weirdest game I've ever seen. With a proxy base in the bottom left. And 3 bases on the top here for Dark. The Protoss trying to clear creep. He needs to be a little bit careful though, pushing the creep all that way to the left. He's gonna expose his base in the bottom left. This is almost joined. Lucky Dark. We have a couple drones mining already there. I mean, if Astrea has his tingling senses, or senses tingling or whatever you want to call it, maybe he's gonna check there. We'll go for a forge, I love it, and I would love to see a Twilight here. We're going very, very gas intensive though, on the Protoss side. I mean, look at that. Get a Twilight, get like 10 charge shots out, right? He's gonna go for our extra Nexus though. This is like the weirdest game I've ever seen. Or not ever, but seen in a long time. Ah, if you could get these air units, this would be a huge step here to drive, to come back here for Dark, but nice stasis worlds are gonna buy the time. These air units need to go back home. Wait, did he lose a void ray? Yeah, apparently he lost a void ray somewhere. Okay, that's good for Dark. And I think I just saw something click there. It might have been Dark's click actually. So yeah. Oh, Dark is making a spore here. It's kind of funny. But this should have already paid for itself. Yeah, they already mined enough to pay for themselves with the base. And now everything else is plus. What is this? A lurker den? There we go. Going into hive, going into lurkers. There is a lot of colossi though. They have their thermal lances and they have, well, no damage upgrades though, but like actually having a roach run would be really nice. Because non-upgraded colossus are really bad against roaches. Oh, losing an oracle here. It doesn't really have too many gateway units. There's no support for these colossi. This is such a weird game. Alright, +1 halfway done here for Dark, and 2/3 completed for Astrea. So I'm digging Astrea's position. He already has AoE, he already has the Colossus out, it's for Colossi. He doesn't really have enough support for his units, so he can't really push. But he's getting into +1, he's getting finally into a Twilight. Like honestly, going into Twilight before these 2 extra Immortals would have been amazing, but yeah. Once he's into Twilight, he can get Charge, he can get Blink, and then he has an impeccable army, and Dark needs a lot of pieces to the puzzle to solve this one. Finally, we're getting there though. We're gonna hit the Lurker Den, almost, and we're gonna get 3 Vipers. They're not gonna spawn in this area, which is gonna be key. This is Lynx and Hydra, Lisk, which are about to spawn there, and these Vipers are charging up juice now at the second base here. And yeah, getting these Colossi out of equation before the fight starts would be very nice. Might not be happening though. Gonna grab them now. He could break the force fields with the Colossus, but yeah, that was beautifully done. But also beautiful pickups here from Astrea into the Warp Prism. And now the thing goes down, and yeah, the whole army just vaporizes. As I said, it's not enough support for Colossus-based army. And he thinks, hey, I suppressed you into 2 bases mining, and I'm on 4 bases and whatnot, right? Or like, I held you down, pushed you down to 3 bases, I'm on 4 bases. You're so far behind. But actually, this is what's happening. If we look at this, economically, yeah, Protoss is currently ahead. But once this base is finished, it's already even again. And Dark is gonna be ahead in just a little bit. So if this stays passive here from the Protoss for a while, which it has to be because he doesn't really have anything left. He has 2 Colossi, that's his army. An Immortal, 4 Sentries, 2 Colossi, 3 Zealots. You can't push with that. Especially not against Vipers. And 20 Hydras. He's trying to figure out the situation, the state of the game. He has a probe over here, he sees everything on the right, he has been scouting there. He thinks in terms of natural progression from the Zerg player, which does not make sense because there is a hidden base. And that hidden base is still hidden. And mining. And healthy mining. Healthy gas count. Should even make some more drones. Yeah, there we go. And this is propelling him so far ahead. As you can see, it's still currently on the Protoss lead, but we have 82 drones now. And once they are all going into mining, these bases finish up now. We're gonna see such an explosion in economy here for Dark. These 2 bases finishing up. There we go. And now Protoss is starting to run out, and the Natural is starting to run dry, the main eventually as well. There we go, boom. Dark. And if he can still keep this for like a minute, it's gonna translate into such a big army lead. He already had the army lead. Now he has the economy lead, the army lead, and he's gonna be... He has the tech advantage, or has the same tech, the needed tech, necessary tech. He has Lurkers, he has Vipers. On the other side we have Storm, we have Colossi, we have Feedback. So all the pieces are in place to just execute better on each side and win the fight, but if it comes down to trading capabilities, Dark is vastly ahead. And denying this base is not gonna be better for Astrea. That's a good move, and yeah, it seems like he just cannot remake his army. And he doesn't have the economic lead. which he thinks he has. At least he thought he had for longer than he had, or like a better lead than it actually was. Now Lurgus is shoving in a little bit, trying to set up a good position to fight here, trying to force the issue. He should use his Vipers. Where are the Vipers? There they come. There's even some units left behind here. Save yourself from run-bys, but Astrea doesn't even want to do run-bys. He's just gonna lose a couple of units now. Getting picked off here. Beautifully done by Dark. Gonna lose some units in a storm there. You need to be careful though. Feedback is a thing and it is expensive. Grabbing one more unit here. Another Immortal is gonna die, and it's like this is just everything but over from Astrea. I think he has the means to push this one back. There's so many lurkers, 23 lurkers. They're not even all here. Oh, this is a good disruptor ball, but still. They're not gonna win this with only Disruptor Storm. Dark is gonna keep trading amazing here. And he's just gonna build up a bank at this point. He has +2 missiles, +1 armor is done as well now. Good upgrades, there's even upgrades here. Oh, these 2 disruptors are gonna be good. But on the other side, we see lurkers coming in from the flank. And you see so many cannons. That's where all the money went. So if you would have had, like, imagine 4 more gates instead of these 7 cannons here, and then you have a different beast in the game, you can make so many more zealots or stalkers to insta-reinforce your offensive capabilities there. Okay, let's not jump the gun though. Astrea is kind of holding for now. He's pushing back everything. The disruptors have been really worth their weight in gold. They have shot so many times. They have killed so many lurkers at this point. And we are transitioning into Sky Toss. So this is gonna be against +3/+3/2 Hydras though. This is gonna be against Vipers already on the field. This is gonna be against +1 fly attacks coming in. And I imagine we're gonna see maybe even Neural or some Infestors soon. Man, those Hydras, they eat zealots for breakfast. Yeah, he's gonna crack this base, and that's a pivotal base here. This is a vital base for Astrea. Nice disruptors, but it's not gonna be enough. Disruptors running in, everything running in, now cloaking, but this mothership alone might be the thing that pushes back 7 overseers. That's how rich he is. That's a fucking get out of my game move. I'm gonna make 7 overseers right now. This base is almost mined out. He needs to transfer these. Or make static D or something, so he can get the supply back. Oh, that's a nice stasis ward. Dark being a little bit too forward with his units in front of these overseers. Gonna snag one carrier. I think he snagged it. A nice time warp there. This mothership is a little bit out of position now. Beautiful storms. Beautiful. But is it enough? Just look on this onslaught of a swarm. It's just, they just keep coming, they keep coming and coming and coming. And all of these hallucinated Archons are not gonna save you, Astrea. Dark is gonna push for the win here, 2-1. Astrea never scouted the base in the bottom left. Very well done by Dark, making it extremely messy and just completely outsmarting Astrea there in a way that he was basically never able to correctly read the game. And that's why he made so many mistakes. Reading the state of the game is so important. It's just everything in a game like this. Otherwise, you make moves which usually are not mistakes, but because you do not know what's actually going on, it is a mistake. It's like, you know these forced mistakes, right? That's a phrase you use when you basically force your opponent into making mistakes, but most likely it's used with execution or with micro or with like small decisions, but this was like a whole game, a whole decision-based game, and it was not forced errors, but it was forced bad decisions by Dark.